So I finally finished my mood book. If you've been following me for a few years now, I started this mood book back in May of 2017. So it took me 4 years to complete this sketchbook. So before I get into the sketchbook tour, I do want to kind of explain what this mood book is all about. So this mood book is a mixture of a few things. I used this as a scrapbook. At least I started using it in the beginning as a scrapbook. And it's also filled with a lot of my random thoughts throughout my spiritual journey. I started my spiritual journey back in 2016, and throughout these 4 years, I would just randomly grab my mood book and periodically, write down some of my experiences and insights and random thoughts I had during my spiritual journey, and just sharing my growth throughout the years. And along with those thoughts, I would splash some colors, make quick doodles and sketches, or make patterns. So I didn't do a ton of drawing in here because when I think about mood or emotion or feelings, I think about colors, different patterns, and I just kind of intuitively put whatever on the page, what I was feeling at the time. And I also filled in a lot of pages with some of my favorite quotes. I don't know what else I put in here. Yeah, they're really quick doodles and splashes of colors and just clippings from magazines. I did a lot of that in the beginning of the sketchbook, but halfway through, I didn't do too much of it. And when I started this mood book, what I really wanted to get out of it is to really let go of my perfectionist tendencies. Because if you guys notice that throughout the years, whenever I, start a sketchbook, I always want to have a certain theme to it. And that's what really stops me from completing a sketchbook quickly, because I'm always thinking of how to make every page perfect. Because I'm always thinking of what can I draw on here that I can post on my social media later on. So I always had that mindset of every page on my sketchbook I want to share on Instagram. But now I don't even think about doing that. I honestly, now that I'm really deep into my spiritual journey, I feel like my creative process is very sacred to me, and I've learned to just keep things for myself because it's so special to me. And of course, I'm going to show you guys every page in here in this video, but what I mean is that I just don't feel the need to take photos of every page and post it right away. This mood book really taught me to be more loose and to not think too much about what I want to create. I'm an artist that has struggled with blank page anxiety. Whenever I buy a new sketchbook, I'm always thinking about what am I going to put on the first page? What if it doesn't turn out the way I want it to? But now I'm thinking who cares? If it turns out ugly, I'm not going to share it. It's part of my creative process. And what I have learned is that creativity isn't about perfection. Creativity is messy. It's fun. It's just all over the place. And as someone who has so many creative ideas, it's important for me to just put it on paper, no matter how ugly it may be, or even if it doesn't make sense. Putting it all on paper is just a way for me to express myself. I'm so tired of being such a perfectionist that now I just don't care anymore. I just want to fill up the pages and be done with it. And I just want to fully express myself to the best of my ability and to really improve in my skill. And having a sketchbook in a way is like a journal in a sense, because even though it's not filled with words, it's filled with ideas. It's filled with magic. It's filled with so much love and attention. And I love looking at the edges of my sketchbook once it's finished, because you can really tell how much love and attention I put into this. You know, it's gotten much bulkier, and there's random pages from magazines sticking out of it. And I love that. It just adds so much character to a sketchbook, and I am just like so ready to start a new one. All right, enough with the talking. Let's get into the tour.
When manifesting, always stay positive, say it like it's already done. Do not spend time thinking about anything opposite to what you want. Meditate on what you want. See it, smell it, feel it, hear it. If it's real in your brain, it'll be real in the physical. Make sure that you always make yourself, your feelings, and the vibe around you a priority. Energy flows where attention goes. I am focused on my growth. My time is invested on improving myself. I want to become a better person spiritually, physically, and mentally. I'm grateful for these quiet mornings to myself. It gives me time to appreciate every sip of coffee, the warmth that the sun brings every winter morning. It also gives me time to manifest all the things I want in my life. I feel it in my gut that it will all become reality, and I can't help but smile from the thought of it. Ebb and flow. I've gotten used to these patterns. One day I'm utterly inspired and creating whatever I want like crazy. Then there are days when I'm feeling listless and unmotivated. When I do go through an artist block, I don't stress about it anymore because I know it's only temporary. Perhaps this is the universe's way of telling me to live in the moment and to recharge so that I can come back with a clear mind and new ideas. I'm learning to trust in the process, and that no matter how small it may be, it's something that will eventually lead to where I truly want to be. The most powerful thing you can do right now is to be patient while things are unfolding for you. We all move forward when we recognize how resilient and striking the women around us are. Rupi Kaur. "34 fish. I am so sorry, I am so strange. It's how I was made, I can't change. This is my way, to follow my way. Go crazy till you get sane." Janae Aiko. Flowers don't bloom simultaneously. They bloom at their own pace. In time, they each have something beautiful to share. You have the power to create. Your power is so strong that whatever you believe comes true. I feel joy and contentment in this moment right now. All is well. This year, I've learned to accept all of the things that come with Mercury retrograde. I no longer see this phase as a bad thing. It allows my intuition to shine at its highest frequency. It also helps me reflect on situations and things that have happened and to see the value and lesson hidden beneath it. I've also learned to be more patient, to slow down, let things go, and to never take things personally. Thank you, thank you, thank you. BRB, still trying to find balance. Reminder, don't trust the way you see yourself when your mind is full of turbulence. Young Pueblo. How's your spiritual awakening going so far? Oh, you know, I'm currently going through my shadow work, been in hermit mode for the past month, facing my past traumas, crying my eyes out, learning to let go of my ego self. And still, I rise. I've learned to value slow growth. The gentle movements towards what I want to achieve is so rewarding and meaningful. I think it makes my story so beautiful, and I'll always be proud of it. Things are unfolding for me far more magically than I can ever imagine. I'm trusting the flow of the universe. Natural oasis. Surrounding yourself with plants is a wonderful way to increase your connection to nature. Only my positive thoughts and desires manifest. The answers you seek are within you. Dive deep. I am creative and full of joy. I know when to let go and go with the flow. I allow for pleasure in my life. When you start taking care of yourself, you start feeling better, you start looking better, and you even start to attract better. It always starts with you. Ideal Ahmed. Trust in your craft enough to admire it, study it, perfect it, and breathe it. Never stop getting better at whatever it is that you love to do.